It sounds like a pleasant fresh beach air.
Lovely use of magical
It's good.
tinkering.
Yeah. You can pay Scarf later.
Can you make a few more of those?
I can make four.
Looks
Smells like home down here. I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't need one either.
We almost out of here. How close are we to the guild?
It's not far.
Let's just move faster. I don't want to pay. I don't have any money.
Yeah. Right behind you.
No money, no smell.
No more sales pitches, please, in the tunnels.
We're having the shopping episode, right?
Welcome underground to shopping network.
Yeah, welcome to the Smuggler's Den, where don't ask where we got it, and don't ask why the prices are so low. Yeah, you come through a confluence of chambers, and eventually are making your way through like old, ancient piping that descends deeper and deeper. You recognize that this is part of the old city, the former city of the Empire that was here before Aesgarth was rebuilt on its bones. Ancient construction, Dwarven make, bones that'll last probably longer than the mountains around them. And you come to a nondescript grate in the side of a wall, and that is the door that Scarf knows leads into this place.
I'm gonna do the secret knock.
Okay.
And it's
you knock on the door.
Like
the first thing you notice before
and a haircut and a wait.
Yeah, before your clawed hand reaches that, you notice something strange about this. The grating, just beyond the grating is a solid door that's painted jet black so that it's difficult to see from a distance. Something is different about this door this time. There are rags seemingly jammed into the crack around the door, whereas before there could have been the tiniest gap in the structure that has been plugged.
Could I make a perception check?
Sure.
14 with a roll and 18 passive, so I don't know which one you want to take. But
yeah, the 18 is already in play.
Okay. I'm just curious if this environment, I mean, you said there's rags stuffed in, and then it's further back. Like, how far is this door from this grate exactly?
It's like a foot.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The grate is more of a disguise. Yeah.
I mean, is there more than meets the eye here?
I mean, it's definitely a secret door that would pass most inspection unless you got right up to this grate and started futzing around. But you'd have to know to look here to really find it. I
don't want to waste too much time with the door. Sorry,
yeah.
I apologize.
Does Scarf continue with the knock after this notice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Instinctually, go ahead.
Unless you stop him.
Just instinctually, while this knock's happening, Bryn is going to clutch his holy symbol and use divine sense to attempt to see if there's anything fiendish or undead behind this door.
Not behind the door, but all around you in the effluence chamber that you are in. Your eyes settle on the shadows, which are subtly creeping around you.
Whatever we're going to do, we got to do it fast.
You hear on the other side of a door, and you know that there is a response that is expected, Scarf.
Hey, I'll do the response.
Okay. The door swings open, and you see candle and torchlight. More candlelight. Torches would give off too much smoke. Candlelight, some lanterns, and some friendly faces, and that they're alive. And they are wide-eyed, they have weapons drawn, and they say, "Quickly, inside!" The most curious thing, though, is one of the first people in front of you has a cat that they are holding up. and the cat is just sort of sitting there purring.
Screams
It's like a
because of the cat.
Terminator thing.
Scarf freezes.
No, he just screams.
Oh, okay.
Bryn
you
pushes
scream.
Scarf through the door anyway.
Okay. You push Scarf through, dogpile in. The group moves away as you do so. There's this rotund lady holding this cat. She doesn't look like anyone important, just like a housewife who had a cat. And she's holding the cat at each of you as you come in. And the cat is just like
You scream every time she puts it in your
Yeah.
way.
Adorable.
its
You
ears-
brought snacks.
Yeah, its ears flatten back at the scream, but it doesn't like hiss or do anything like that. The people inside start shoving you out of the way, and then out in the hallway, the effluence chamber behind you, you can hear whatever sound shadows make.
Ooh.
It's not from this world. It is ethereal and claws at your souls. The shadows dance and move in jerky motions as they start to manifest in the room around you against the walls, stretching, and then the door slams behind you all as you make your way inside of the guild. You can hear whispers outside, meaningless words, but you can tell their meaning: anger, disappointment, hunger. Inside, the cat still being pointed at each of you. Everyone looks at the cat, looks at you, and puts their weapons away as if there's nothing wrong anymore.
I always had a thing for the nurses in Silent Hill, but not this way. Not this way at all.
We need to speak to what's my tech? What's name?
Madam Windsor.
Yeah, that.
Quickly, it's
A
chaos out there.
silver-haired woman perks up from the crowd and says, "Did you say Madam Windsor?"
Yeah.
She's terribly ill. Do you have a cure or healing magic?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Have a holy man present.
Quickly then. And she rushes off into the depths of this place. Looking around, you realize this is like the old, like the bones underneath like an old bathhouse. Down here, they would have lit fires to warm the water above. Many chambers down here, and the place is just chock full of refugees from Aesgarth that had rushed down here for some solace. Maybe someone in the Thieves Guild rounded up as many people as they could and got down here as fast as they can. But yeah, this is chock full of refugees that they're trapped in here.
I can see that the sin bin is full.
You make your way to a back room where there is rags and clothing piled up to make a nest or a bed of some sort. And there is an old woman in her carnival garb laying peacefully on the ground, seemingly unconscious. And this is the image.
Madam.
This is the image that Maidoc had seen, this woman, although in the image she was awake, alert.
I'm gonna poke her.
I've seen this before. Well, kind of.
Finally time to atone for your sins, madam. I haven't even realized that she's unconscious yet.
Yeah, poking her, no
Yeah,
response.
I'm poking her. Nothing's happening. Okay.
I think she's dead.
No, she's always been that bloated. Oh, God. Perception check.
Go for it.
26.
Okay. What are you looking for?
General condition of the body. Trying to see
alive.
if we got a pulse. How cold
Yeah.
and clammy are we? Does she look like she's about to explode?
She, for all intents and purposes, looks asleep, but she is not reacting to any outside stimuli.
What struck the madam? Who's guided us here?
In your mind, Mydoc, you hear, "You've arrived."
You keep saying that.
Whoever led us here? What is she befallen? I can't tell. She's always this cold and clammy.
Anybody could do a medicine check to see if there is anything physically wrong with her or understand what may have befallen her.
I'll give it a shot. And I boofed it.
I could check as well. That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Or 22.
Let's go.
All right.
22.
Sold. You check her over. You can't determine anything physically wrong with her. You suspect that she's been ensorcelled somehow. Mydoc, when you touch her to like examine her pulse and stuff, something in your mind happens. That voice that you've been hearing, that you call head honcho, changes. And now, hovering over Madame Winza, legs folded beneath her, decrepit robes drifting off of her, is the semblance of a creature, an individual floating over her. She has one arm, and her face is crooked and evil.
So I'm the only
Teeth
person that can see
are
this.
iron. You don't know. Nobody else does see this, but this is what Mydoc is seeing.
Am I the only one seeing this?
See what, sleep lady? Yeah. I mean, no.
The apparition
see.
floating above her.
Do
And
we
what?
see it?
No.
As the candles drift back and forth from your movement in the room, slowly the form manifests in front of all of you. It's very translucent, but it's staring directly at Mydoc. And it says,
Soul.
"I have something to bargain for something you have of mine, Mydoc."
Oh.
Soul's pointing his crossbow directly at it.
Mhm.
I have my symbol of the Dawnfather forward, and I'm going to kneel over the madam. I deal with nothing, demon. The power of Dawnfather compels you. And I will cast Lesser Restoration on the madam.
Okay. As you do so, there is a wince of like a migraine that the figure floating there has. She holds her one arm up to her head and rubs her temple and looks at you and says, "Do that again, and she perishes in the nightmare realm, priest."
Dawnfather will take your other arm if you mess with her one more time, demon.
Just a second. I just say, give me a moment. And I kind of inflect into my mind and try to, I'm going to speak to this thing that's been in my head for so long, and it's been leading me here constantly. It showed me the vision and has brought me to this place. I need to know what it wants. So give me just a second. And I just start speaking out loud like I'm having a conversation with myself.
Mhm.
And I say, so you brought me all this way. What do you really want?
To
We're
be
here.
whole once more. It seems you have a problem, and I have a solution. Let us deal. The arm, and I will awaken this farseer who has seen where my master's plans began.
So this is going to be hard to understand. But the voice in my head, whom I call Head Honcho, has told me that he wants to become whole. And the apparition above you that we see, all of us see, is somehow linked. I think that they're two pieces of one soul.
Yeah, looking at her arm, it looks very similar to the staff that Maidoc carries with him.
Shit.
Scarf goes, ah! and points, and then points, and then points.
What kind of entity is this?
Are we
Soul,
talking about the...
you
The one
are
in your head.
Soul, you are familiar looking at this apparition that it is a nightmare creature known as a night hag that has infected the mind of Madame Windsor here and dropped her into a comatose state.
Yeah. So Saul, aiming down the sights of his crossbow, just says to the rogue, "This is a hag, and it should be dead."
Just a moment. Now, the voice in my head, every time I say this out loud, it sounds crazier and crazier. But I'm usually alone, so please bear with me. He says that if we help him and make him whole, that he'll awaken Madame Windsor and release her from her ailment.
Deals with demons. Ah! I cast Sanctuary on Madam.
Okay,
I was going to do an insight check really quick, if that's okay.
go for it.
And I got
Scarf
a nat
hides.
20 plus 8, so 28.
Woof.
Nice. Okay, so I'll do the insight check, but the sanctuary is going off as well. Yes, this entity wishes to be restored with its arm that you are using as a staff. But you suspect that she is also like looking over the rest of your companions, and perhaps they have stuff that she would be happy to deal for instead of her arm. If anything, she is a creature of negotiation and deals. Perhaps they have something more powerful that would be of interest to her. But as she is sort of surveying them, Dillard reaches down with Sanctuary on Madame Windsor, and suddenly the hag is shoved back against the wall and made manifest for a brief moment, and her eyes widen in shock, realizing her sudden vulnerability as she has been shunted out of the fugue dream state. She begins to cast a spell. You guys have about a round to do something if
I
you
was gonna
wish.
say, as soon as she attempted to do anything, I was gonna loose a bolt.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh,
I
we're
will
going.
say that she is surprised because she thought she was immune to your attacks because she was in the dream world, basically.
How
Scarf
far
was
away
hiding
is she from us?
behind
Oh.
Eel, so just I want that known. She gets hit first.
Scarf is hiding behind who?
Eel.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far away
Wait,
is
how
this?
big is
thing from us?
Scarf?
He's holding on onto your leg like a little child, just like.
Because Yul's also small.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
you get 3 shorties in the party.
Okay, we're both hiding behind Bryn then. How about
Okay,
that?
this is acceptable.
Brent has to constantly be aware of not stepping on anyone in the process.
This creature was hovering directly above Madame Windsor, who was laid down against a wall, has since been shoved against the wall, so not too much further away from where Madame Windsor
So it has
is.
a corpore, like we can.
Yeah, it is now
interact with it
corporeal.
It has a real. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So can I maybe attempt to grapple it?
You could try, but I believe a crossbow bolt is being loosed immediately, so let's get that. You have advantage. She has survived. Or surprised.
Okay, and sharpshooter. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see. That's going to be 14.
A 14 will not hit.
Really?
Yes.
He's barred.
Okay.
You loose the crossbow into her, and it strikes her, and
Has-
it's deflect. Sorry.
I'm assuming has his the bless already worn off? Have we been traveling for
It's
like a while now?
10 minutes,
Yeah,
I think it was.
You've been traveling for a few minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It deflects off of some sort of magical barrier around her. The shadows literally like reach up and defend her, and the crossbow bolt sticks into the masonry above.
Man. Okay.
Let's get the grapple in.
Okay. So I gonna use athletics, and I get to roll with advantage
Nice.
because I am amorphous.
Ooh.
Hmm.
That's cool.
And got a 20. So
Nice.
Wow. Okay. She got an
D&D
11.
Beyond is really happy with me tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
I was about to say.
That's what you got to do.
It's like,
Yeah,
I mean, I
another
rolled
20.
it right on D&DB. So yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. So there's the 23. I grapple them. I've just wrapped them with goo, like completely encased them in basically like an extension of myself, my body, and it's like wrapped around them. And also, I mean, I know this is kind of a dumb trope, but if possible, can I just start like just filling and covering their mouth with goo so they can't attempt to speak or say anything?
Yep.
So essentially, I just kind of smother them in goo, and they're kind of like floating in me, like a
Double
cell
dared 'em.
absorbs something.
Yep.
They took the physical challenge.
She is now a hag riding a slime mech suit. Anybody else got an action? She's
Can we
now
hurt her
engulfed-
without hurting you?
Not really. At this
I mean,
point.
she's exposed. Her face is like parts of her are exposed. You know, like her arms here and there, and it's not my whole body's covering her. It's like just
Oh, like
bits and
mostly just the
pieces of her
mouth.
body.
I'll take the chance.
Mostly the
that
mouth,
they're-
and I'm like wrapped around her in goo and like straps of goo all around her. Sorry, I didn't explain that better.
Yeah, she is surprised. She is grappled, so she is immobilized.
She's having a bad day.
Yep.
She can't talk.
I'm gonna hold my holy symbol up, and I'm gonna fire off guiding bolt.
Very nice.
Third
Let's
level.
get it. Ooh.
Dang.
Chat, don't curse me here. You know how bad I am at guiding bolt. Don't curse me. I'm in a different show. I'm in a different chat. This will be fine. Everything's gonna be just fine with me in third level guiding bolt. Come on, baby. No! It's a net one!
Oh man.
Did you roll with
Why?
advantage though?
Why is guiding bolt like
Did
this
you
with
roll
me?
with advantage?
She is surprised.
Oh
And
god,
grappled.
it's gonna be a double nat one then. It's like that's it.
Let's see, let's
You
see,
just
let's
take
see.
that one, or you
believe.
risk the double nat one.
Oh god, I'm so bad at guiding bolt. Why? Oh, 21.
Yeah.
Okay, that hits true. You line up a shot. The slime moves. You pull back at the last second, and then re-engage, and the guiding bolt lances into her now corporeal form.
21
roll
points of
damage.
radiant.
Very
Ooh,
nice.
nice.
That shot rips into her, and it is like a electrical transformer basically going up. Like pinpoints of light start ripping through her body. She is made of some sort of shadow stuff. This radiant damage was no bueno for her. So she has taken double damage because she is vulnerable to radiance. And you carve a hole through her. She is smoking and shrieking in absolute agony. Anybody else?
Oh God.
I just burped like really loudly.
Are we finishing this?
With those screeches tearing at her ears and seeing her comrades have taken a clear course of action, Hila's gonna step out from behind Bryn and lunge at her with her weapons.
Okay.
It's either this or lose my staff.
The 13 to hit.
Was that with advantage?
No. You're right. Sorry. Let me reroll it. That's a 10.
You lunge forward, but yeah, something about her form just deflects your attack off of her body. This shadow stuff is no joke.
Hila's really creeped out and kind of flicks off her blade, like, and goes back, tucks back away behind Bryn's leg.
Well, Bryn's gonna be hustling over here and is going to reach out with the, unfortunately, just magically glued shield to his hand, but he's still going to reach out, grab the hag by the face, and cast inflict wounds.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What level?
Level 1.
Okay.
Eddie?
A mere
So
3d10.
you guys are just beating the shit out of it.
I've heard nothing different. And that was with advantage.
Yes.
16 to hit.
16 will not hit, unfortunately.
Wow.
You reach out, the shadows
Hold on,
push
somebody
against
has
your hand.
advantage from guiding
Yeah.
bolt.
No, everybody has
Ooh.
advantage because she was
From
surprised.
the
Oh,
surprise round
damn.
too. I know. I was thinking the same
Double
thing.
advantage. No.
You reach out for
Triple
her.
advantage.
You reach out for her. She manages to reach up her hand despite being grappled by Mydok, and put her hand up toward yours, and there is just a glob of shadowy energy that prevents you from making contact. Your fingers almost touch. It's almost romantic, but not quite.
He's still gonna stay within 5 feet of this, just ready for action.
Yep. And she grits her teeth, succeeds on her concentration check, and vanishes like in a puff of smoke. But
Is that
At
a
your
spell
feet.
that she cast, by the way?
it was.
Can I use my reaction to do a Mage Slayer attack?
Oh, let's
That
go!
triggers when a spell is cast or after the spell. Yeah, go
When
ahead.
A creature within 5 feet of you casts a spell. So it's just
Okay.
a
Go for it.
melee weapon attack.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
Nice.
swing
Oh, we
Warhammer
got a
down.
Mage Slayer. Let's go!
Did it roll with disadvantage against me or?
Mage Slayer is great.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, as a
Do I
DM, I hate it so much.
Do I still have advantage on
so
this?
much.
You do.
I ran that on my monk last campaign. It was great.
That's good.
You
I-
always forget about it.
Unfortunately, I rolled 13. 13
Oh
hit.
no. Your
Oh,
warhammer
I know, I
strikes.
know.
Your warhammer strikes right into the wall right after she vanishes. There's a moment of absolute frustration. Also, there's a moment where Mydok sort of splatters and then reforms, and then you hear Madame Winza sort of like, "Hello," wake up. below you.
I poke her again.
Ow!
Hey, she's alive.
She says, "What a horrible dream."
We
Looks up and
cured
she
you.
sees Mydok, and says, "You were there. What are you?"
What am I? What are you? You've been in my dreams. You've been in my visions. You've been. I've seen you night and day for weeks. What is this?
It is a mistake. You are the one who has been in my dreams this time. I saw a pool of blood. I saw Aesgarth aflame. Has this come to pass?
Something
Who
like
wants
that.
to tell her?
Unfortunately, yes. The
Buildings are
streets run
collapsed.
red with blood, and the city is burning.
There are demons
But I've been
everywhere.
sent to find you. As we were told you could help.
Help me sit up. She reaches for someone's hand.
You'll reach us down and help her.
She sits up. When she touches your hand, her eyes shoot open, and she closes them, shakes your hand a little bit, and then looks up at you and says, "Your brother, but not. He is the one."
He's responsible for this.
It is in his home that this carnage swells and grows.
But how is that possible?
He has made dealings with demons, blood offerings.
That he would go that far. Gods.
This is a fascinating group, isn't it?
Unfortunately.
You mean you did not know?
No. I knew he was terrible and capable of inhumane things, but not this.
Well, then it seems the fates have brought you together for a reason.
Indeed.
Know you the way behind your father's study, the suit of armor, and the hidden path that leads below?
I think he showed it to me when I was a young child. It rings a bell.
That is where you must go. You have not been there since you were a child. Many things have changed. Things have been found. Secrets buried beneath Aesgarth. Secrets change people.
He dealt in these secrets, my father?
No. No. Your brother, but not of blood. The one who took so much from you. I have seen this, poor child.
He is not deserving of pity. We will find him. I know where to go. We have to go to the Noble District.
Eh?
I need to know
No,
why
no.
I'm here first.
Must what first? Sorry?
I need to know why I'm here first.
We
I
were
don't know
drawn
that,
here. We were drawn here together, it seems, my strange friend. For I saw you and you saw me. But there was a third. Another. But she's gone now. Am I to thank you for that? She was wretched.
We all pitched in, but yes, we gave our best effort to expel the beast from you.
Speaking of which, Bryn is using divine sense again to his eyes are just wildly trying to look around the room to see if he can spot this thing that just disappeared from his warhammer.
No, she's gone. She did not utilize a spell like invisibility or misty step. She did something far more powerful and far more permanent to escape from this reality.
Still keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the brief amount of commotion with all the spell casting that just happened has caused a crowd to sort of form, and there are cries of like, Madam Wins is awake! And people shuffle into the room and sort of get her over to a chair to sit down, and they're bringing her water and things like that. You guys have a clear path, although some of you may have questions. They might have to wait to be answered.
Now we can go. I just kind of assumed there was more to be learned here.
Perhaps if we had more time, as I look at the clock.
after Demon City fixed. Yeah.
Yes, if we seek to stem this foe, then, well, we'll have to go seek out Alistair Layton, the artifact dealer. Some of you may have heard of him. I know a little.
Have we heard of him?
If any of you have ever dealt in artifacts or what's the term I'm looking for? Auctions and things for valuables in the city, Alistair is a well-known individual in those crowds.
Well, if we have the information we need, we should get moving quickly.
Right. Well, he's probably armed to the teeth. Maybe he's got some bodyguards with him. He certainly has a coin for it. We might be in for a fight. But what else is new? And she starts leading the way. Actually, I don't know how to get out of here.
We can show you a way. It'll have to be out a different way than you came in. Those shadows are hungry.
That would be preferable.
All right. They lead you to a back door. The cat lady is sort of wandering around, and people are petting the cat and stuff. Yeah.
What's the cat for, by the way?
I was just going to ask, actually, since Bryn has been here before, is she usually here?
No, this is literally like a housewife that escaped down here with her cat, and
Okay.
they have found some very useful task for this cat. Apparently,
Reminds me of Terminator.
Yeah, that is literally what it is, and we don't have time to go into it.
Where the dogs like bark at the Terminators. But
No,
yeah,
they a rather dashing young individual, a ruffian of sorts, who you quickly identify as Johnny Five Knives if you have not met him just by the way he swaggers around. Notices you all looking at the cat and sort of like about to ask the question. He goes, "Oh yeah, it smells shadows. We call them skin takers here, though."
Oh. Right. Well, I'll have to get me one of those later. Bye.
If you see someone who you know is dead walking around with life in their eyes, it's their skin. It's been taken. It's being worn by something else.
Wonderful.
Hero was hoping that would be an exaggeration of a nickname. Okay.
Unfortunately not. He looks at you like vague recollection of like, I thought you were dead.
Same.
Takes a lot more than an apocalypse to kill old Johnny Five Knives. Seems like the same for you, Bryn.
For now. For now.
Listen, if you're still broke when this is all over, I could use a killer like you again.
Yeah. You know where to find me. Assuming it's still there.
Well, good luck with whatever you're doing out there. If I were you, I'd just hole up in here until this whole thing blows over.
I don't think we have a choice.
We do, but I think the better choice is out there.
Right, well, when you do, make it loud so that others might be able to go out the other ways.
We'll do our best.
Alrighty. You gather at the door on the opposite side of the old bathhouse undercroft, and the door is opened. The cat is held forth as if some magical protection, and you pile out into another estuary and series of sewers and smuggler tunnels and make your way in the direction of the merchant district, Scarf knowing the way. And we will fast forward a bit. You make your way beneath what you suspect to be Alistair Layton's residence. And a quick survey up onto street level through a tiny window in the cellar of a house reveals to you that the Layton residence is half flattened. The entire east wing of the household has caved in as if something large came out of the house.
This definitely doesn't look like I remember.
Shambling across the streets and across the lawns of the house, through the broken fence and wall, are the dead of Aesgarth, slowly shambling their way toward the mansion, through the front door and the holes in the wall, making their way somewhere inside.
But they're
How-
going to where we're trying to go?
Yep.
Oh.
How many just in general
What?
visual range?
One too many lots, more than lots. They're moving slow.
There might be a ground level window we could open on the
Scarf
not
doesn't
broken
have,
end.
doesn't have enough bombs for that.
We might not
Before
want to
we-
attract this much attention.
Right before we enter this place, I'm gonna activate my crossbow. Detect evil and good.
Okay. The range on that is...
No idea. I'm not familiar with the spell.
I believe it
So.
is 60. Range is self and... Un momento, por favor. Yeah, it detects within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
You're getting some pings, but none in any directions that are alarming to you, like not behind you. Out on the street, you can detect some undead moving around. It seems like this part of the city is devoid of activity other than the shambling dead making their way here, suggesting to you that this is the epicenter of where things happened and things have been moving out like a brush fire through the city.
Yeah. I just want the radar to be on for when we enter any kind of place.
Yill, as this is the homestead where you grew up, you know all of the ways and approaches that are difficult to be spotted around here, and it is not difficult for you to lead people to, as you said, a side window or door that might be less occupied by potential adversaries.
Gonna do just that.
Yil,
Okay.
when we get inside, do you know where something may have gone wrong inside this home?
No, unless it was that study. But I suppose we have to get there one way or another.
From what you remember in your childhood, there was a secret door in a secret hall that led to a secret stair and down to a secret study that your father had. But it was small, quaint, certainly nothing worthy of a vast demon army coming through. But as Madame Winza did say, secrets were found, not by your father, but by your brother, and secrets change a man.
I can't imagine what could be down there. But I suppose if we're listening to that lady, then, well, we have to find out.
I suppose I should ask now. If we find this brother of yours, can you kill him?
He's
Is he
not my
alive?
brother by blood. And I would like nothing more than to see him dead.
All the information I needed, thank you.
Alrighty. I would like everyone to roll a stealth roll.
Oh, here we go.
Radar's still on, just in case.
Radar love.
Not great. 9.
14.
All right, we got a 9, a 14.
4.
19.
I rolled a natural 20, but I am wearing heavy as hell armor, so I rolled again, and I'm down to 8.
Okay.
Dang.
Maidoc?
14.
I.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh,
can you
sorry.
not hear me? I said 4.
No, I heard you. I thought it was someone else. Okay. All right. 3 successes, 3 failures. You did not fail. There are a couple close calls, but again, the undead aren't the things you have to worry about. They seem oblivious to you. What is drawing your eyes and making you keep low are the vulture demons roosting on the roof of the estate. They seem content to hang out there. They're not hungering and diving off to hunt down stragglers or anything. They are watchful, moving their long necks and their fanged, beaked mouths around, smelling, tasting the air, tasting the devastation and relishing it. Perhaps it's this self-aggrandizing fulfillment that prevents them from noticing the small troop of adventurers creeping along the hedgerows and behind the fountain, through the garden, up the back stair to the kitchen, a route that Yill in her youth took many, many times. And it is through the kitchen that you make your way into the estate, which is surprisingly intact where it is intact and utterly devastated where it is not. There is no in-between. There is a path that has come up through the east wing, through your father's study and the hallway and the secret stair, and left a chasm of debris behind it, a yawning mouth that stretches down a throat at an angle through the masonry of Aesgarth's bones, down somewhere deep, further than the sewers, further than the smugglers' tunnels, somewhere deep. And around the rim of it are the bodies of Aesgarth's dead, slowly pitching themselves into it, dropping in one by one like candy in the mouth of a hungry ogre. And off they drop and splat and then slide down the gullet somewhere deep beneath the city.
Ew.
If they can
Was
speak.
his study.
Can I,
Hey.
as we're approaching this, aside from the shambling dead, is Saul seeing anything that looks more threatening in this general area here?
The vulture demons would certainly be bad news if you were to attract their attention. Again,
Anything ground level?
nothing ground level. It's just the dead slowly making their way in. It's unsettling. They will walk directly facing you and just not pay you any heed. Whatever they are up to is more important than dealing with you.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Are they going in with flesh, or they have their flesh removed like earlier?
They're by and large going in with flesh. You would say maybe 1 in 100 might be flayed, but it's hard to tell. Some of them are just mangled so badly that you assume they don't have any flesh left on them or skin. Specifically the skin that is missing. You'll see completely muscle and fat people walking, leaving bloody footprints. Those are the ones that
God,
stand out.
John. God.
They're not
So this
paying
could
us any
possibly be
mind.
where the flaying is happening?
Wherever it is, it's not here because those things are heading in this direction. It's happening somewhere else.
Gotcha. I thought they were heading inside. So
Oh, the zombies are heading inside, but the flaying
Gotcha.
is not happening inside. It's happening somewhere
Gotcha.
else.
Okay.
Hmm.
If that's where we need to go. Perhaps we could mimic them to blend in.
Yeah, I'm not jumping off of that.
Or do you know how to look like a corpse?
Scarf also likes
Shamble?
to keep skin and fluffy.
Yes, that would be preferable. Well, now that we're here, I'm out of ideas. His study is.
I throw a boom boom in hole.
I have
Might be
possibly
stowed.
one option. I can. Sorry, 1 second here. Why am I not seeing this all of a sudden? I apologize. It is basically I can cause like a spore cloud to kind of appear in a 30-foot
Mhm.
radius, and it remains there for 10 minutes.
Mhm.
The cloud moves with me though, so it would be like obscuring us, and I don't really know how that would affect everyone around us or around me. As well.
You've
Like
you've
if everyone
noticed,
held on to me and I walked with us obscured, would that?
you've noticed these things don't.
Daisy chain it.
They don't like you've had them walk within like arm's reach.
I was
of
more
you.
worried about the vultures up on the roof. That
Oh,
could
the
probably
vultures on
see
the
us as
roof
we approach.
can't see you. You're inside the house at this point.
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
we're
okay.
inside
Okay,
already.
good.
So we just need to
Gotcha.
get
I thought we were
down.
approaching still.
No.
Are they
Hmm.
falling voluntarily, or is this like a pit that we
Oh,
could
yeah.
we could walk down carefully if we
You
chose
could
to?
you could get
Going
on
in
one
there?
side of it and like carefully make your way down.
Okay.
It's not
Oh,
like a completely
crazy.
vertical trench.
There's eternal damnation if you slide down there.
Well, we don't have to slide. We could just march.
It's a slide march. Belly flop. I don't care. I'm not going down there. It's insane.
Well, have you got any other
Okay,
ideas?
Well,
Yes, we
you
need to get the hell
can-
out of this town. It's forsaken.
You can stay here. We go. And Scarf's gonna start
Is
climbing
the
down.
pit like difficult terrain? Is it like a big steep drop? Like, sorry, could you explain it a little bit better?
It's dramatic effect. It is at an angle that is climbable. You will not take damage if you biff
Okay.
a roll. I'm not going to have you roll.
Perfect.
Sorry,
Scarf
okay,
is
I just
going.
wanted to make sure.
I'm not going to hell. I'm going to go to hell
think
on
that's
my
where the
own terms,
apprehension
not with the
was
rest
there.
of you.
Bryn's heading on in too.
You would leave all
Alright,
of the
Saul's-
people that you preach to, all of the people that your customers.
You
Saul's gonna-
say you want to protect the people and fight against evil.
Yes, I would preferably like to fight against evil on the material plane instead of hell where the odds are against us.
Saul's gonna walk up next to Dillard, put his hand on his shoulder. What was it you told me just earlier, friend?
10% off.
10% off.
You mean the other side?
I wanna grab his collar and shove him forward.
Athletics. Against athletics.
Oh, you want to
Can I use acrobatics? I'm squirmy. Yeah.
what-
In order to avoid getting shoved
yes.
Tell me
in. Yeah,
what
you
I
can
need
use
to roll.
acrobatics. Give me an
Acrobatic?
athletics roll.
17.
Athletics versus
Grappling
acrobatics.
is bring you
Wait,
in, whether you like it or
Athletics
not.
for me or
Yeah,
acrobatics?
because you're trying to push him.
Oh, okay. I'm not super strong, so we'll see.
As a point of order,
I'll give you my
DM,
inspiration if you want it.
Nah, he resists.
before all of this, as we were kind of wandering our way, and Bryn definitely took that one greater healing potion he had,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of down that, just seeing everything around, be like, oh, this is it.
I'm going to squirm with my acrobatics, but I'm going to slip on the blood and no, and I'm going to go sliding backwards to where I'm facing the rest of you. If this damns me out, I'm going to slide in.
All right. Question is, do you slide more than 60 feet away from Soul Callus?
I assume we're all kind of heading down, right? Or we're on
Yeah.
our way down there.
Yeah, Yul's just walking
Yeah,
along
you
and
can
him
slide with us.
sliding.
Just keep pace with me, Soul.
Just
You
do a
keep
Legolas
pace with
slide
me.
down.
Yeah.
All right.
What's his slide movement?
Unimportant at this point. Long story short. Long story short, we make our
Take
way
away my spell.
down deep into cavernous ancient hallways below Aesgarth. Whatever Alistair Layton found, it was big. It was a secret. It was a big secret. And big secrets really change people. You go through causeways and over bridges that span parts of the sewers and this tunnel, the smugglers' tunnels and old sea caves and such, deep into the heart of the rock that Aesgarth is built upon. And the whole ways you go down, the waterways of the sewer make their way down, and with them, blood red. Aesgarth's blood pours and pools and drips and winds its way down, and the bodies of Aesgarth's people make their way down these corridors. You shamble with the dead in some places. They are so thick, shoulder to shoulder. But eventually, you come upon the smell of all that blood pooled in one spot. You see the ruddy light of some flickering eldritch magic bouncing off of the hallway ahead, and there are two great doors ajar, ancient, made of some material you're not familiar with. The dead funnel their way through, and inside you can hear a soul voice chanting, methodically, purposefully. His voice harsh from hours of repeating this harsh tongue, the tongue of Abyssal. And I think we are ready to load the map.
Map time. It's map
Here
time.
we go.
Did I
Map
understand what
time.
he's saying by chance? Because I know Abyssal.
You know Abyssal? He is saying the 13 litanies in Orcus's name that will summon forth the Lord of Blood.
Oh,
Great.
wow.
Fantastic. The best.
Soul
Is
Callus.
this your dad?
Do you know Abyssal?
Actually,
No.
I probably should, but I don't think I do.
Dad's dead.
No,
I
don't
picked
think
it
I
because
do.
I thought that's what the voice was
Sorry,
speaking
Dad.
to me in.
I slept on that subject.
He killed him, so we can kill him.
Okay.
Soul Callus. Go ahead and
Ah.
give me an Arcana roll.
Arcana.
Oh, this map is so cool looking.
3.
3. Alrighty. In the
I don't know
back of
what's
your
going
mind,
on.
you're thinking to yourself, this is something about this is familiar. I know I've read this. You're gonna have to see more information to get some insight into this. Alrighty. So as you enter this chamber, a few of the zombies shamble their way forward. You can see on the ground at the edge of this pool 4 fools, 4 wealthy members of Aesgarth's nobility and mercantile class who perhaps bought the words of a charlatan that some great reward followed them if they but sacrificed themselves at the edge of this pool, gave their blood, and in return got something back. But only one of the 5 here has survived, and that is that of Alistair Layton, the artificer or the artifact seller, who chants, eyes focused on a swirling vortex of crimson energy that swims almost like sharks in this pool of blood. Stirring it up, the smell is overwhelming. It is awful in here. And upon you entering, it's almost as if you breached some sort of magical barrier. His eyes shoot up and burn like coals for a split second. And he tilts his head oddly and just smiles. More flesh, more blood. I welcome it.
You will
What's
not have
everyone's
any more
initiative?
blood from this family.
He looks to you. Little sister, you should not be here.
You don't get to call me that.
Then why don't you tell me to stop with your blades? What's your initiative, Eel?
+4?
Oh, what'd you roll?
Oh,
Yeah, everybody roll
One.
initiative, please.
Okay, so when I
15.
said peace be with us, I wanted to fire off my last 2 charges so that the entire party is at peace with me.
Excellent.
Everyone
mean
has
that-
a D4.
Because it's not concentration. Brilliant. I love it.
Can you add the D4 to your initiative roll?
No.
Okay.
No, not an initiative buff.
All right, Soul Callus, what's your initiative?
It should be, let's see, 23.
Woo!
Quick on the draw,
All
baby.
right. Dillard Cobbler Pot.
11.
Alrighty. Bryn the Broken.
7.
Arf.
9.
Did I miss someone or
Yes.
14.
sorry, 14 for Mitch or Mydoc?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. So as you enter and Leighton has this brief exchange with Yil, you don't see the family resemblance. She said not by blood, he's human. She's a halfling. There's a story there, but perhaps for another time. Soul Callus, you step into the room. Seeing this room, something starts to jog in your memory. You'll figure it out eventually. I'm going to allow you to give me a Arcana check at the beginning of your turn to try to figure out what this atrocious ritual is, but more importantly, how the F to stop it.
Okay. Okay, let's see what happens here. That's an 11.
Okay.
I'm not very good with the Arcana.
1 second. Loading. Okay. Alrighty. So looking at it, obviously a blood ritual. But that's all the information you get. Your next roll will be at advantage. You can choose religion or arcana next turn. If you share this information, someone else might be able to roll that and let you know something. What would you like to do on your turn?
So can I get some clarification? The red things, they're dead. Or are they
Yes,
alive?
Those are dead. Those are dead members of the upper crust of Aesgarth that have been
Okay.
brought here as part of the ritual, and you can see plunged into their hearts are the hilts of daggers. They obviously did a ritual sacrifice. There's blood that has leaked from their body and grown dried up, leading into the pool. It probably started this whole thing.
Okay. And outside of Alice there, the only other things in here is those shambling dead? Is that
Yep.
what I'm saying?
That's
Okay.
what you're seeing.
Well, I think Callus perceives Alistair as the prominent threat in the room since he was doing a ritual of some kind. So he's gonna fire off some shots at Alistair from right where I'm standing. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do a thing that I haven't done yet. Comes with my class, Fighting Spirit. Lets me give myself advantage on every weapon attack until the end of my turn. And I also get 5 temp HP.
Nice.
All right, so all these are going to be sharpshooter. Rolling. That is 24 minus 5, 19 to hit.
That will strike true against Alistair.
Okay, damage on that one. It's pretty good. 14 and then an extra 10, so 24 damage on that hit.
Ooh, brutal.
Second attack will be, let's see here, with advantage. Not so great this time. 20 minus 5, 15 to hit.
As the bolt streaks toward him, the first one catches him in the shoulder. He dodges at the last second to avoid it hitting his heart. It cuts across his shoulder. Your second one comes in. He's holding a golden rod with a giant ruby on the end of it. He holds that in front of himself, and it seems like he has some sort of eldritch armor about him that deflects the bolt off of him.
Okay.
You caught him by surprise with your first attack, but he is not so. He is not on his back foot this time.
Since
So-
I'm still under the effect of Fighting Spirit, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll do an action surge.
Very nice.
Let it eat.
And so what?
Firing.
That's 2 more attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be, let's see, 18 to hit that time.
18 will hit.
Okay, damage. Let's see, 8 plus 10, that's 18 damage on that hit.
Oh, brutal.
These are all sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
Next attack is going to be 19 to hit.
19 will also hit.
Damage. Very good. That's another 24 damage on that hit.
Holy
Jeez.
So out of this flurry of arrows, he manages to
finishing early.
deftly defend one, but then 2 more just zip straight through the shield, the armor that he basically has that is protecting him, and they just strike him in the abdomen, and he gasps as blood trickles out of his mouth, and he sneezes out a blood bubble that just and gasps as he stumbles backwards.
Yeah, so you just see you see why now that Saul is considered an expert hunter. He's just boom, 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 boom. And then I'm going to use my movement then to kind of run forward over here and post up behind this sort of torch
pillar of blazing
is that
blood
like
magic energy.
Is that like
It's like
half my
10 feet
height?
tall. It's like 10 feet tall.
Okay, so I'm in full cover right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick there.
Okay. Alrighty. At the beginning of the round, or not the beginning, on initiative count 20, emerging up out of the blood is a bubble of blood that pops, and then another, and another.
Orcus farts.
Oh, those probably smell
As-
real bad.
4 main demons manifest in the room and immediately start moving forward.
Silent but
Oh my
very
gosh.
deadly.
20, 30, 40. They rush forward.
Whoa, 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 whoa! These are the modern zombie shit where they run I can only get away from the '80s movies. I can't do this modern running zombie. I can't survive in that.
Yeah, actually, I apologize. I did them out of order. They have their own initiative rolls.
Bang.
Oh, that's so much better.
All right. This main moves here. All right, Yil, you are up.
Yeah. So is this like a shallow, like blood pit, or very
You have
deep?
no idea how deep it
Okay,
is. It is
but it's
completely
not a
opaque
chasm
blood.
with like red
Take
at
us
the
to
bottom.
find out.
Okay.
I mean,
and-
it just
You hope
started out
not.
3 guys, so
right. Is this like something that could be jumped easily? Because it seems like it's less than 5 feet. This like.
Yes, however, these platforms, sorry, I did a bad job explaining it because the map is so intricate. So these are stairs that go up from the level of the blood.
Yeah.
And then this is a platform, and then these stairs go up even higher. So this is a
Oh,
good
gotcha.
20 feet up, sort of
Shoot.
over. Yeah.
Okay.
And are those like
And-
stepping stones in the center of the blood there?
They are stepping stones.
Okay.
okay. So we don't have to swim through the blood. Okay, okay.
Okay. And are these guys kind of just like standing there in that?
Yeah,
Or are they above?
they're
Okay.
waiting in it, maybe.
Yeah.
They've
Cool.
sort of manifested here.
Okay, so that is gonna be 20. That is 30. Okay, avoiding all the baddies in the way, except for this
Mhm.
one. I'm gonna get up, actually right on top of this dead guy here, and well, this guy is in my way. I have one target. I'm gonna swing at him. The same green flame, looking at the blade. With a 24 to hit.
Oh, yes.
That will be with sneak attack. Well, actually, no, not with sneak attack. Let's roll green flame blade. Where is that?
Green flame?
Roll. That is 9 damage. 9?
9
3.
will smite him.
Okay.
Stab into him. Green flame consumes him from the inside, and he stumbles forward.
Yeah. I bonus action dashed. So I guess I'll just. She'll realize she can't get all the way across, and not wanting to block the path for her comrades, she has her swords up and is just glaring at Alistair.
Okay. So, out of turn order, Alistair is going to react. As you approach. Second. Everything's taking so long to load.
Animated maps.
Okay. Yeah, he points his ruby-headed rod at you. And it fades dark, ruddy, and a whip of blood magic ripples out of it and streaks at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, all right. I would like to, as soon as he points that at me, I want to use silvery barbs with my reaction, and kind of hiss at him like, "Is that what you did to them?" And try to make him stop, cease.
The silvery barbs allow you to cease somebody's action?
Oh, I guess is it an
Roll with
ability?
disadvantage.
Yeah, it's disadvantaged. Not an attack roll. He's making you take a save.
Okay.
You could use it to re-roll the save, I believe, because it allows you to do advantage
Yep.
on a roll.
That's only if I'm able to actually do the thing.
Oh, if you, yeah. So, yeah. You
Okay.
can't, I don't think
Well, in
you
that
can
case-
cancel.
Sorry, then what did you need from me?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Awesome hissing is still a free action.
Quick question
Oh, that's
for
a
DM.
13.
Sorry, what was the save?
13.
13. Okay. And then what was the question for the DM?
Alistair, am I in range of that? Never mind. I don't think I'm in range. Never mind. Carry on.
Did you get
Okay.
your bless in there? Your D4?
Do we still have that?
Yes, everyone has
He
it right
blessed
now.
you all.
Oh shit!
He
Right,
blessed
right,
you
right.
all before you
Roll
entered the room.
1d4.
Wait, me too?
Oh, then that's
Everybody's
17.
all of us.
Everybody.
Scarf
17.
is blessed.
Sorry, what was
Scarf
the roll?
is going to heaven.
17.
17?
All rats
Unfortunately,
go to heaven.
17 is not enough to resist Alistair's magic.
Oh! Ow!
Oh.
No.
You are struck by a bolt of necrotic energy.
Could defensive duelist, is this AC or just
Nope.
a saving throw?
It's a dex
Okay.
save.
That
You are going to take 15 necrotic damage.
And I'll uncanny dodge that.
I believe you can only uncanny dodge attacks against you, not saving throws.
No.
No offense you, but fuck your brother.
Hey, try everything, okay?
Yeah, try everything.
Every last piece.
All right.
Perfectly fine. It's perfectly acceptable.
Okay, so when that hits, the blood like smashes into you. You are racked with agony, and then it retracts, and you feel the blood in your body being pulled out of pores, your eyes, nose, ears, and it sups back in, and he sort of whips it back in, and then drinks it.
Ew.
You.
Break it up.
Ugh. She's like curled in on herself, like.
As he
and,
does so,
looks
his
up at him in
eyes,
horror.
which had briefly glowed like coal-like, they fill red with blood, and the pupils just vanish. His eyes are now situated with blood.
Cool.
That whip of blood, by the way, is still like leeching off of you. He has created a tether to you, and he slowly descends down the stairs to the edge of the blood and just laughs. Actually, no, he can't do that. It's not his turn. This is off turn.
Blood tether.
No.
All right. My talk.
All right. Well, I am going to use a bonus action to cast Shillelagh, and then I'm going to use my action to use a wild shape charge and form a symbiotic entity with the spores around me.
Okay.
Essentially, I start whispering into my staff and speaking to the spores, summoning them forth, and basically kind of double stacking with the symbiotic entity and the Shillelagh. So I have an additional 24 temp HP. I get double damage dice on Halo of Spores and deal 1d6 extra necrotic damage when I hit with a melee weapon for the next 10 minutes.
Oh God, he's
Cool.
talking to the stick again.
And then I am going to sorry, I measured this before. Yeah, you said those were full cover, these pillars?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to there.
Even for 7-foot slime guy.
Oh God, you're 7 foot of slime.
Yep,
Oh fuck.
the blob, man. Okay.
You're terrifying.
Quite literally. Plasmids are pretty cool. Okay,
I've run
and that
into
will.
plasmids. I haven't run into a 7 foot spore daddy plasmid yet, though. Let's just.
I wanted to name myself Sporbius, but Zeus said no.
But you settled for my
time.
mitochondria.
Yes, that's my fallback. Anyway, because I have no other actions or bonus actions, I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. Buffing up.
Buffing up.
Dillard.
I am going to head right over here. Crossbow daddy. Want to make sure. Okay, I need to go like. I'm gonna creep
also
over here
60
for a
feet, not
step,
60
and then
inches.
I'm gonna come back. Godfather, cleanse this awful place of stench and demon and bullshit. Protect us, for God's sakes. Bring the light with us so we can walk out of this chamber and once again eat Sunday chicken after church, please. And I will cast Beacon of Hope because warding bond for some reason is not concentration, and I really thought it was. So this is going to be my concentration spell. Everyone will be able to receive full healing as long as I can hold concentration on this spell. So you get max dice, And you also get advantage on your wisdom saving throws and death saving throws.
So you mean if we
Very
roll
nice.
for healing, we get max dice?
We don't even roll it. You just get max dice.
You'll just get it. Okay, so any
Yep.
healing, is that like any healing
Any.
spells that get cast?
Any healing.
Like all healing
kind
right
of
now
potion?
is the best ever.
Yes, all healing is maxed as long as I can hold
I
concentration.
need to buy me a couple of those pots after this, I think. Yep. mhm.
Is consuming a potion a bonus action or an action?
It is an action.
And then I will simply go this way, and that will be the end of my turn.
All right.
More arrows, Soul.
All right. One of the mains is going to swim up out of the pool next to Yill and flail ratty little limbs at you. What's your armor class currently?
17.
I am going to hit you. Is there anything you can do about that?
Yes,
I
all
will
those
cast
things
my
that I couldn't
reaction.
do earlier. Oh,
With the peace bond, and I will teleport, and I'll take the hit.
Okay. AC is going to be 20. Does that still hit you?
oh, is my
I'm
AC
19.
increased?
Still hits.
What's that?
Still hits. I'm 19.
No, Yill.
Well, does
What
that
was-
hit him now instead?
Yeah, he used his thing to teleport next to you and absorb the hit instead.
Right.
So you're going to take 5 damage, Dillard, and I need a concentration save or a
Yes.
concentration check.
All right, coming in with advantage. Twelve.
You are fine. Alrighty.
What type of creatures did you say these were again?
These are mains, the same things that you ran into on the first. They're the lowest demons of the abyss. Another one shambles through the water next to Yill and is going to claw at her legs. It is going to attempt to grapple you.
Ooh. Right.
I need a acrobatics or athletics check, your choice, to avoid the grapple.
I'm gonna do acrobatics.
You need to beat a
That is
12.
20. Not now.
Okay. You nimbly dodge the attempt to grab you. Scarf.
Oh, scarf. Okay, I'm gonna run. Run up here, and then I'm gonna start rummaging in my bag, and I pull out a little metal contraption, and I just like plop it down on the ground in front of me, and the cannon starts to come to life, and the little cannon, it kind of walks like those little feet on like the teeth toys that, and it starts
Yes.
walking forward, and I'll need a token for that.
Are you sending
Maximus.
him a bomb?
And
It is Mario Day.
Somebody
This is
set up
very
the
fitting.
bomb.
so I use my
Yes.
action to place him, and then bonus action, he's gonna walk 5, 10, 15, and the little
Okay.
like chomper teeth go like this, and they open up, and it looks like a kid with crayons drew like a little dragon face on the chomper teeth, and they open up, and he's gonna breathe fire in a 15-foot cone and try to hit as many of those guys as he can.
Very nice. You can hit 3 out of the 4, the 3 closest ones.
Perfect. Okay, and then you make a dex saving
Go
throw.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Let me know what it is.
Okay. $12 damage.
Okay, and what's your save, DC?
15.
Okay. 15. All right, so one of them, the nearest one, actually manages to save. The flames just sort of ripple past it to the other ones as you do a blanket. It seems like these creatures are somewhat resistant to your fire, however. But you said 15 damage?
12.
12 damage. Okay, so
And if they're flammable, they get lit on fire. Oh. Or that corpse, actually, because they're moving. But that corpse could get lit on fire for sure.
oops. Got to hit enter. Okay, yeah. You blanket fire across them. They crisp and burn like marshmallows held too close to the fire. They do not smell nearly as sweet, however.
Okay, that's my
Anything
turn.
else?
That's my turn.
Bryn the Broken.
Okay, he is going to start marching for the maximum of his 30 feet to about. Just want to make sure I'm measuring this out correctly. Yeah, I'm going to end up right here.
Mhm.
And he is going to channel divinity. Specifically, you'll see as his eyes start to glow, this ruddy, sort of brownish light comes from his eyes. And just the self-hatred and despair starts to build as he uses dreadful aspect.
Yeah.
Which means that all creatures that I choose within 30 feet have to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 13, or be frightened. Which should
Nice.
be all these critters except the one that's almost immediately next to the
Yeah,
vortex
except for
there.
the furthest one. Okay, wisdom saving throws. What's the DC?
13.
Okay. And what happens when they fail?
They are frightened for a minute.
Okay. What's a good fear marker? Yeah, I'll do this face. Oh, that's unconscious. That's stunned. Great.
Dude, I hate
Oh, it doesn't.
boundaries markers are horrible. They're they're the opposite of what you need.
I have yet to see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank you, Max. All right.
You always have to go through 3 before you're like,
Yep.
why aren't these intuitive?
Okay, so the two closest to you on the right side failed. Failed. Failed.
Oh, let's go.
Succeed.
Just say, I was thinking maybe these friends might not be too wise. We'll see.
Yeah, so most of them failed. Just about the furthest ones from you succeeded. So
Sure.
Hold on, I'm seeing some of them didn't get their mark. Oh yeah, they did. Okay, they're just disguised by bodies. Cool. All right, so your dreadful form washes over them, and they now the zombies have paid attention to you. They've turned, and they're their mouths hanging agape already. They start to turn to move away from you. Anything else?
That's all I can do. And he's just got his eyes on the friend up top.
Gotcha. Yeah, he seems fully fixated, although it's hard to tell exactly where he's looking. He seems fixated on Yill, and is just cackling as the blood is slowly draining back into him, and it's sort of splitting off from the wand into his hand and then into his mouth as he sups it up. All right, we've got this main. This main is going to move away from the fire. It is also going to attempt to grapple Yill. You need a acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
You got it. That is a 13.
You succeed barely.
Oh wait,
You had to
plus
beat an 11. Okay, you succeed aptly and nimbly dodge its arms
plus
as well.
one.
As it,
I
as
meant
it
that I
tries
need
to
to roll the
grapple.
d4.
Alrighty. And Alistair gets his actual turn now. Cackling, he looks down at Yill and says, "None of you even questioned why your father and mother brought me into your home. Why was that, do you think? The kindness of their hearts?
Yes,
They
they were
owned more
well off.
wealth than half of Aesgarth. No. They were deceived, foolish girl, as were you. There was never any love behind our eyes for each other, merely a plan." And with that, he is going to point his hand at his fingers splay out, and he is going to cast ebony black bolts that are going to aim for Soul, who is behind cover, so he can't see you. Maybe he will wait on that.
I pissed him off a little bit.
Yeah, he is going. No.
Sharpshooter
He is
pisses every
going
DM off.
to. Sorry, ruby red bolts of fire are going to streak out. He is going to put one into Scarf. Actually, I can resolve these as I go. He just starts pointing, and bolts of fire are just raining down on you all. Scarf, critical hit.
Oh. Shield. I don't think that'll help.
No effect.
I was gonna say, we are bonded between everybody, right?
I don't know what exactly you're asking, but
For that protective bond, the Britain could use his reaction to take that hit instead and teleport over.
that's how it works. I'm assuming.
Is that how it
Teleporting-
works?
Is okay. I don't have the ruling in front of me, so sure, let's do it.
I'm sure Cobblepot could.
I think he's having a technical moment.
Yep.
Technical difficulties moment.
All
So.
right.
Gotcha.
We'll do it. I'll throw a bolt into you later if it didn't work. You are going to take. You're going to take 13 fire damage from the critical hit.
Okay.
Second attack aimed at Scarf again. What is your armor class?
Now can I shield?
You can if you want. Just let me know
My
what your
armor
shield is,
class
'cause I
is
don't know if it
50.
hit yet.
My armor class is 15.
That will hit you. Is there anything you can do about it?
A shield.
Okay, that puts you up to 20. Unfortunately, I rolled an 11 on the die. He has a plus 10 to
Oh,
hit.
I've never used that spell before. That's my first time.
You're going to take 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Bolt
Hey,
number
shield's always good to
3.
use.
Bolt number 3. He sees that your shield spell has gone up and goes, okay, not worth targeting you anymore. He's going to target Dillard. I believe Dillard's AC is 19.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hit your armor class. Is there anything you can do about it?
Nope, already used my reaction.
Okay. I hit AC 28. You're going to take 11 fire damage. I need a concentration check.
Ooh, well, on that one, I haven't used my reaction yet because
Oh,
they took
okay.
a hit for me. So for that one, I would like to cast Silvery Barbs and make him reroll.
Ah, okay.
Let's go.
Ooh.
AC 17. You are not hit.
There we go. And the advantage, so I can give it an advantage to a creature for its next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. I'm going to give that to Mr. Copperpot for helping a homie out.
Okay, he's going to plant another.
Thank you, yeah.
He's going to plant another bolt into Dillard. AC 27. That'll be 6 fire damage.
Ow, my ass!
And he's got 1 bolt left, I believe. So that
All
is
right,
going
concentration
to go...
check on
Uh-oh.
Beacon of Hope.
Do you want an inspiration? I'll give you mine.
No, I got advantage, so
Okay.
I'll take that
Oh,
inspiration. I'll
boy.
take the inspiration. I would love the inspiration.
Can I give it to him, DM?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Okay. Scarf just yells, "No, bad!" And you're inspired.
Okay, so I'm gonna add my 1d4, my bless on here, my piece onto my 6 that I rolled. Come on, D4. Oh God, it just
spinning?
keeps adding. No, I don't need 12 D4s. Holy shit! Holy shit!
But why not?
What? It just won't stop adding them. Okay, just
I don't
one
need
more.
a max level magic missile spell.
4. Okay, so I'm at 10. How much damage do you do?
He did 6 damage with that attack. So you're
Okay, cool. So I can pocket. I'll pay. I'm gonna pocket that inspiration.
fine. He fires the last bolt into you.
Oh God!
Natural 1. Magic sputters out of
Yeah.
Father blessing!
Alrighty, you have withstood his scorching rays. Now the zombies are going to shamble forward.
Horrible. How much
Can I
damage
use
did
a
I take?
reaction, please?
Sorry, what was the first question?
How much did I take on the second bolt?
The second bolt missed you entirely.
I thought I got hit by 1, didn't I?
Yeah, it was 6 damage.
Okay, 6 damage. Thank you. Sorry.
Yep. And then opportunity attack.
When this one moves here, I want to opportunity attack it.
Okay.
1 second. Let me get that roll. I'm trying to figure out how to do this because it's got to be rolled twice. Let me roll
Look
the
at this
necrotic
kill zone. Oh god.
one more
It's so
time.
bad.
Why isn't it rolling twice?
So,
Apologize.
do some of them
There we go.
have fear on them? Is that right?
Oh, yes, you are correct.
So-
I missed the icon.
Most of them are
Yeah.
frightened.
Shouldn't they be moving away? Yeah. But yeah, I just did 9 damage to this guy right here.
Okay.
I guess DC 16 against my
That'll kill him.
Constitution.
These guys move away. That guy moved forward. And this guy runs away from the source. And I think everybody has used their reactions in this lineup, so nobody
Yeah,
gets an
unfortunately I
opportunity.
can't.
I can't swing.
Reaction surge. No.
Which-
No, it's not real.
If only.
Alrighty. Soul Callus.
Yes.
You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna activate another fighting spirit since I have 3 of these. So I get advantage again on my shots. I'm gonna peek around. Can I peek around this pillar without cost of movement, or do I need to move?
You need to spend 5 feet to move out and back.
That's
basically.
fine. I'll
Don't forget your whatever.
Sharpshooter.
my whatever.
Your
I don't know. There's a
D4
thing you
for
always forget. I'm just trying to help.
Oh,
Don't
Sharp-
forget it.
just a blanket sharpshooter across everything I do.
Sorry.
But yes, thank you for reminding me for the D4. I didn't do that last time. So here we go. First shot. That's what is that? That's a high number. 28 minus 5.
23.
3.
That will definitely hit Alistair.
And yes, I'm shooting at that guy.
When I hear
Yeah.
the crossbow go off, it's just a. Oh, yeah.
Let's see how much damage. That'll be 18 damage on that.
Ow. Concentration check from Alistair in order. He is good.
Okay.
He's maintaining his blood tether to his
Soul's in
sister.
the zone now. The soul's in the zone.
Perhaps soon to be.
Next attack. That's gonna be the same exact to hit, so 23.
Excellent. All right.
Rolling good, friends. Damage on that is 7 plus 4. That's 11 plus 10, 21 damage on that shot.
All righty.
Love it.
And I'm going to, with the remainder of my movement, scooch on over here behind this pillar and kind of situate myself behind
What does
it.
What does it look like when your second crossbow bolt extinguishes Alistair's life?
hey!
So,
Nice. Nice.
Just get one sniper and give him the time to do it.
yeah, so Soul peeks out and he's concentrating down the sights of his crossbow. And for him, time seems to slow down. He sees his teammates got things handled over the side, and he's just got Alistair locked. Unleashes the first bolt, hits the dude right in the heart. Immediately, the second bolt is fired. And it's just, I think as Alistair goes to cast a spell or some sort of incantation, as soon as he opens his mouth, second shot just through the mouth.
Okay. Yeah, hitting the heart, the blood stops going into his mouth and starts to transfer to that wound. He laughs uproariously, and then right through, and sort of stumbles a little bit, drops to his knees, and then falls face first into the pool of blood. Sploosh.
And
However,
then he just says to
Why do I
himself,
get the feeling he wanted to die?
another one disappears.
go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Also, I forgot to have you do that at the beginning. Of the
Oh
round.
yeah. Do I need to make 2 of those or something? Since the last two?
Arcana or Religion, you have advantage on either of them.
Okay. Do I add the D4 to this?
Yes.
I'd-
Ability checks.
Arcana or what was the other one? Sorry, religion.
Religion. Yeah.
They're both the same. So, 14.
Okay.
Oh no. My bad. Sorry. I grabbed the wrong dice. That was not a D4. It's just not that. It's just like 7.
What's the
Yeah,
total?
it's 7.
7. Okay. Yeah, you're not sure how this ritual works until this next event happens, which is you notice that the blood tether, the spell that he cast on Yil, has not abated despite the fact that he has been struck low by you. There is a tether of blood emanating out of Yil back toward Alistair's body that is face down in the blood here. You are
Did it
certain
drop
that
when he
blood-
died?
It did not, for some reason. You suspect that the key to ending this portal involves blood, certainly, but not in this way, shape, or form. Not the spilling of Alistair's blood.
Oh, fuck.
So he's just kind of floating
At the
dead
top
on top
of the
right?
round, yeah, he's floating like half submerged in there. At the
Okay.
beginning of initiative 20, however. Erupting out of the blood.
Oh
Is
boy.
it Orcus? Oh no.
It can be. We took care of that,
It is-
remember?
A large hulking form.
Did we?
Oh,
As a
son of a...
larger demon claws its way up and just roars. It's dripping with blood. Its hair, normally orange, is just matted blood red. This portal is not closing anytime soon, it seems. With even the slaying of Alistair has not ended it.
Can I ask? Okay. Since
Fucking Billy.
let me see something real quick.
So funny.
Never mind. I'll do it later.
This main over here that I believe is frightened. No, he is not frightened. Oh, did the fear marker accidentally? Yeah, the fear marker accidentally went on the cultist. That's why. I was like, that's weird. Oh no, he's dead. This main
John,
is
we're
not
kindred spirits because anytime there's ever been a Garistro, a Billy shows
Yep,
up.
Billy Barlgura. Yep.
Billy Booker shows up.
This main comes charging up out of the blood, and it is going to try to grapple Yil.
Oh, shit.
I rolled a 1. Don't even have to roll. He can't
Oh,
possibly.
let's go.
So he comes clambering out of the blood and goes to grab you, but just doesn't arrest his movement and skids on all the blood and slides over here and eats shit into the side of the stairwell.
Gotta towel off the blood first. Classic.
Yep.
Gets the hose again.
Yil, you are up.
Yeah. Seeing this tether still attached to her, she's breathing fast. She's panicked, a little crazy eyed. Gonna bonus action disengage, and basically she's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. She's going to run right past this dude, skipping along these steps if she's able, to end up behind Alistair. And I'd like to use my action to wrest the staff from his unmoving fingers and try to
Sure.
smash the gem
Okay.
that's on it.
You reach down, you grab the rod, and start to pull it free. I need you to make me an athletics check to do so.
Oh, my athletics sucks. Prage, and then roll 1d4. 12.
12 does it. There is an inhuman strength left in Alistair's body, but you still manage to wrench it free from his fingers before it fully manages to grasp around it. And then you're going to smash it on the thing?
Just smash it on the
All right.
ground.
Yeah, you smash it on the
Like a
stairs
thing.
behind you. Blood red ruby goes flying everywhere. The spell abates. Your blood is no longer being drained from you.
Woo!
Is there anything else you would
Awesome.
like to do?
No movement, no action, nothing.
Okay.
That was a good turn. Good turn.
Good play.
As you do that, you hear Alistair laughing.
Oh, damn it.
Right.
Boss form.
His body starts to shift and crack. His back swells as his clothing rips and a muscular form starts to emerge out of him, almost like Mr. Hyde erupting from Dr. Jekyll. His spinal column rips through his own flesh, and ripping out of the back of his neck is a colossal canid head tipped with a pair of long antlers.
Freaking what?
His shoulder, as
fuck
he
with the
lifts
antlers.
himself up on his arms, his arm, the bones in his arms split down and then separate into two pairs of arms, and a new pair of shoulders erupts from his back. The fingers curl in to a pair of massive pinchers, and it lifts itself up on this as its legs start to undulate and twist into clawed feet. Alistair is subsumed, absorbed even, into this new hideous demonic form.
Ooh.
His face embedded in the chest
Oh, that's awesome.
of another creature, or perhaps this creature is a part of him. It is uncertain. What is certain is that his arms and his face are free to cast their magic, while this new demonic form is free to wreck wholesale ass.
Cool.
Can I fight this thing in Dark Souls at some point?
It immediately turns around to you, Yil, and just reaches with a pincher right for your neck. And I am going to hit. I don't know if there's anything you can do to avoid this.
Is it an attack?
It is an attack roll.
Well, I can scream at it and make it re-roll. Again.
Might be worth it.
That sounds like a plan. It is going to hit. Let's see. What's your AC?
17.
That is exactly what I hit.
Maybe miss.
You are going to get hit. Let's see. Where's the damage on this? All right. The pincher closes around you. You are going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage as it grabs you and starts crushing. You are grappled. It then marches through the blood, carrying you with it in the direction of Soul Callus.
Does he know I'm there?
He looks in your direction. You hear in your mind, Soul Callus.
Now we know.
Okay.
Brave of you to bring me absolution. As he does so, he then, Alistair's head, which is like, it's got an arrow, like crossbow bolt in it, turns in the direction of Dillard and looses yet another spell.
Son of a bitch.
Oh no.
Also, I give.
Is he
I
like
give the advantage to
cordyceps
spell that anyway.
like taking over now and the dude's controlling his dead body?
He was a demon host. He had prepared his body to be
Ew.
a summoning place for some other demon on his death. Dillard, I need you to give me a Constitution save.
Right.
You saying I give that
Save
advantage
with
from-
advantage coming in.
Yeah, Alistair's hands reach out in your direction, and you see bolts of lightning reach out like big hands to grab you.
Right. I'm gonna use that inspiration. What was your inspo that you gave me?
Oh, you can use it for advantage. Or do you mean what do I do roleplay
Was
wise
that like
to
a-
inspire you?
I thought it was I thought it was like a bardic inspiration.
No, it's not. It's not. I was just I had an extra one that I was gonna let you use if you needed it. You can use it if you didn't use
So
it before.
I already have shit. Then pocket it because I already have advantage on on con saves. But I rolled a 6. I rolled 6. It was my
A
high,
6?
so I fail.
All right.
no.
Lightning lances into your body, racking you. For a total of 14 lightning damage.
Oof.
And then
Oofta.
Alistair pulls his hands back and you are drawn into melee range as the lightning lure pulls you in.
All right, I'll do my concentration save on Beacon of Hope.
Oh, come on.
Nat 20. Let's go.
There it is.
All right.
So,
As you
question
get
for you,
pulled in-
John, on a nat 20 on Beacon of Hope, do I automatically save the next time I'm hit for concentration in your games, or is it just this?
Not normally, but that's a pretty cool rule. What do you guys think?
I say we allow it because his
Yeah.
God is shining on him today. He's preached the
Yeah.
good word.
Yeah, I say we
all the monies.
I say we allow it so we don't accidentally erase a city from Max's
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, just as once, you know.
So as you get drawn in, the other giant pincher claw comes down on you. That is going to be a 18 to hit.
Does not hit.
Nice. The copper pot on your head, it reaches down to crush your head, and the copper pot groans a little bit as it absorbs the crushing impact.
It bends, but it does not break.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Hey, when you're
Alrighty.
taking plate disadvantage because the pot on your head, baby, come on. This is where.
All right, my talk.
Everybody sponsored by.
Okay, so these two little, we got a gnome and a halfling over here that've been gotten the shit beat out of them right now. You guys aren't looking
Yep.
too good from my
I am in
perspective.
bad. I'm beyond bloody. The life is draining from me rapidly.
You had to describe your life in a health percentage.
Blood's
In a
clutching
health
in the pot.
percentage, I am a gnome's glass way less than half full.
Oh god. Okay. Well, okay. I'll do what I
13
can
and
for you.
33. It's bad news bears.
So, I'm gonna just kind of move over here.
I am actively adding to the blood pile.
Mhm.
Okay, and
Delicious.
I am
White
going
brother.
to use a bonus action. I whisper a prayer into the air, and I summon a spirit, a healing spirit, which,
Yes.
sorry, we're gonna cast that with a 3rd level spell slot.
Oh,
Okay.
And because I was blessed, I get max healing, right? So it's 2d6, so it's 12 on him.
give me the Golgari.
Isn't that what you said earlier? Is the healing would be?
Yeah, all
Yes,
all
healing's still
max.
maxed.
So it's in that spot, the healing entity, and I use my bonus action for that. 1 second.
Which
here.
spot?
Just
I
gotta-
don't see.
It's on top of Cobblepot.
Oh,
I put a
gotcha.
square there.
Okay.
So, but so sorry. I had
Saint.
another thought planned. Yeah, I saw you guys getting hit, and I felt bad. Okay, so I'm gonna use 5 charges of my staff of withered spores.
Okay.
And I'm going to summon a spore plague. Oh, 1 second.
That does not sound good.
No, we're just about to make this thing the gathering of the Juggalos. It's okay.
So I'm gonna roll that, and I'll put up the template in just 1 second here. Oh, that's not it. Sorry. Pretty sure that's the right one. 1 second here.
I'm eating the mushrooms. I'm sucking on the
20-foot
spores.
radius. Okay, 20-foot radius right there. And actually, sorry, I want to get it really close, but not. Yeah, right there. So I'm going to hit both of these guys with that spore plague. They got to do a con save against me. DC 16. Okay. And
we'll do Billy Barogura first.
Fucking Billy.
Okay.
I'm terrified of Billy. Billy hits so
They
hard.
both fail.
So they do 4d10 piercing damage on both of them.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
So
Good.
it looks like
That's so
17 is what I got on the damage rolls. So
Very nice.
And then it says here, creature must also make a saving throw when it enters the spell area for the first time or ends its turn there. And this is also difficult terrain. So they're in a cloud of flesh-eating spores that is chewing away at them at every moment they're in that cloud.
Wow.
Excellent.
It's nasty.
Very cool.
Okay, and that will be the end of my turn.
All right, Dillard, you are currently grappled.
Now, this grapple, is it a physical or a spell grapple?
It is a physical grapple. He lightning lured you over and then grabbed on. Oh, wait, no, you are not grappled. I apologize. He missed because your copper pot blocks the hit.
Okay.
I'm grabbed.
Yes, Hill is grappled.
Okay, so start of my turn, I'm inside the yes, mushroom power. What's your mushroom power max?
It does you'll get it's 2d6 for the healing for you. I apologize. So that's
2d6 plus yours.
No, just no, you
2d6.
just get 2d6. That's all it is. Sorry, what are you asking me? I apologize.
Does it add your spell modifier with it? I can't remember or not.
No, it doesn't. It just
Okay,
does,
so just 2d6. So I get 12,
just 2d6.
You get
12 points
That's
of healing
cool.
back. All right.
And then
That's
every
pretty good.
round you start your turn in that, you get another 12.
I am not going to start my turn here. I am going to use my action. You need to run. Run like the wind.
Luckily, I can move it around.
You can. I believe in you. But I'm going to cast my divine intervention. Or not divine intervention. I'm sorry. I'm going to cast my channel divinity. And I am going to use Balm of Peace. I can move up to my speed without provoking attacks of opportunity, and I can high five everyone for 16 points of healing. Since I have Beacon of Hope up. So I'm gonna high five. You yell, go!
You high five her face because she's grappled. She can't move her arms. She's like,
Yeah, he does the creature like on your head. Like he's like, oh, you're healed.
I'm self high fiving for 16. Who, in my perception, are we the only two whipping boys?
Yeah.
For now.
It's just me and you. Oh my god.
Friends taking a
Well,
little
hey,
bit,
but
but
we needed it, okay? We
Yeah.
needed it.
yeah.
I'll still take a high five.
Yeah. So,
high five me again.
oh god, where am I gonna run? Anywhere.
Get my cover over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna let's see here. I need to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's where I can get. Because I got 25 feet of movement.
Yep.
And let's see here. I will then, since that one is just a action but not necessarily a spell, then I'll do my bonus action spiritual weapon. Cobbler Pot Model A, don't let me down. And I will summon my my spiritual weapon on a second level.
Where are you putting that bad boy?
Let's see here. I'm getting that thing up, and me and Yo are ride or die on this. I'm going up into his face. Gobbler Pot's it's going down. All right, here we go. +8 to hit. Let's see what we get, baby. 17 plus our 1d4. Oh, let's go. Another 4, baby. 21.
Woo. You smash through the Glabrazoo's defenses and strike true. Give me a damage roll.
10 points of force damage.
Nice.
An interesting thing that you note, by the way. No, never mind. I apologize.
Oh, you dirty
Not for you.
tease. You
Not
dirty
for you.
tease.
Yes.
Oh,
That'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty.
Forgot to mention the things in the cloud, their vision's obscured. So if they do cast, it's like with disadvantage, I guess. Or anyway.
Well, also anything shooting at more than 5 feet in won't be able to see them. They're currently at the edge, so they're okay. What I was gonna say is, can you give me a religion roll on your turn,
Ooh.
Dillard? Yeah.
Oh yes, please.
He is a better choice for that. I would hope.
I rolled 2.
Okay. Well, alrighty.
Oh my god.
That's totally.
I give money. I don't know what they say when I'm there. I sell pots.
Uh-huh. That's kind of adds up, actually.
Billy Barlgura starts his turn here. Is that it? Does it not if you end your turn there, right? Or enter it on your turn?
Oh, I'm so scared of that.
Creature must also, when it for the first time or when it ends its turn there. So
Okay.
either
So the
or.
damage you did would have hit them now, effectively, is what happens. So it is going to.
Oh no, it hits them the
rage
first
up.
time. When it appears, it does damage, and when their turn starts, it does more.
Oh.
Or ends their turn. Sorry. So the first time it did 17 each, and then when they end their turn there,
Okay.
or enter the
Yeah.
area, it's additional.
Gotcha. Okay, so they're leaving the area. So Billy Barlgura comes stampeding out, almost galloping like a giant gorilla to get out of all the spores that are devouring its flesh. And it sort of glances around for something to smash and decides that the tiny, adorable dragon robot is worthy of that honor.
Oh no.
It comes,
Oh, it's about to get
Stomps out.
smashed.
Yeah.
leaps in the air, and comes to bring its arms down.
You know, that's a good use of that robot.
It really is.
Yeah, because that could
Worse.
have been me.
I'm pretty sure that Billy Bulgur can one-shot all of us. So
So, in classic rookie mistake, it also slips when it lands.
Oh my
and
god.
falls prone and shakes its head.
dude, that thing's nat 1 twice.
In that one.
All that blood, man.
And a lot of
Safe.
blood.
No running around the pool.
So
He scrambles up to his feet and then just starts throwing more punches and bites at this thing. What's the AC of your little adorable robot?
I think it's 18. Let me double check.
Wow.
Holy moly.
better AC than I am.
Construct. They're like
Ooh,
base
are you
all
a-
metal.
You an armorer?
I'm an artificer with a
Me?
gunner. Artillerist, sorry, that's the term.
Artillers? Wow, it's still got
Yeah,
8.
it's 18. It's 18.
Okay.
Pretty much
Yeah,
all artificers.
it biffs it. Clambers to its feet, smacks it around a little bit, and then when fists don't work, it just puts it in its mouth. It does 5 damage as it just chews on this thing.
Okay, but he has to roll for tetanus.
Ah,
All right, that's Billy Barlgura.
Is it in his mouth, but alive, or is it
No, he's
dead?
biting on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it did 5 damage. All right, so this little mane is going to run away from the Barlgura because it's afraid of that. And hey, there's a Dillard cobbler pot. It's going to go running for you.
Ah, my ass!
I got a critical hit.
So holy.
I got a critical hit against the holy man. Is there anything anybody can do about that?
No!
Still not my reaction.
There's that inspiration around, but no, that's it.
All right. He is going to levy a mighty 11 points of slashing damage as he sort of leaps up on you and just rakes into you over and over again.
All right, now I have to make another con save.
Mm-hmm.
Forecaster, don't let me down. Let's go, 16.
You are good.
How many
D4
points of damage?
still active?
You said 6?
Sorry?
You said 6 points of damage?
11.
Oh, 11. Shit.
Yeah.
Still active. We're doing good.
Yep.
Beacon of Hope, still up.
This one comes running. Poor Dillard, and then at the last minute sees Soul Callus, and it mouths your name at you, but it can't actually speak, and it just strikes out at you. It's going to be AC 19.
That right?
Now remember, you have resistance. You'll take half of this, but I will also take that number.
You're going to take 6 damage, reduced by half to 3, and Dillard takes the other 3.
It's just
Scarf.
physical, or
It's just
Okay.
physical damage.
Scarf
Really?
looks in horror as his invention is nommed upon, shrugs, and then runs over here. It's okay if those guys would get an attack of opportunity. That's fine. And then I'm gonna pull
The
another.
zombie is ignoring you. The main there will get an attack though.
Okay.
AC 9 misses.
Okay, and I'm gonna pull another hunk of metal out of my bag, and it looks like a ball, like kind of a little BB-8 thing, and I kind of roll it on the ground, and it's gonna move. I'm just gonna steal this one because that one just in his mouth, like comically, just kind of like explodes into pieces. So I'm just gonna steal this token for the new one, and then this one rolls over here, and a little like, and then it like kind of opens, and it shoots a dart at Yil, and she gets some temporary hit points. Oh, and it shoots a dart at me too. And we each get, where is it? I think it's my 5 times my level.
Is that your Eldritch Cannon?
Yeah.
Those things are awesome.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find how much temp HP you get. Oh, okay, it's 1d8. So that's 8 plus my intelligence spotter. So you get 12 temp HP, and I also get 12
Dang.
temp HP.
Yes.
And that's my turn.
Who else getting the 12?
Just me and Yil for now.
Okay, got it.
Bryn,
Okay.
you realize something.
Hmm.
You realize something. This blood ritual, this demon should have come through earlier, but it didn't for some reason. You suspect that some requirement was needed for it to come through. You suspect that mortal blood allows a demon to be summoned here, but mortal blood elsewhere would allow a demon to be unsummoned. Looking at that swirling motif in the middle of the pool of blood where the demons seem to be emerging, you suspect that that leads back to the abyss. If mortal blood were spilled on the other side, you might be able to undo the ritual. That's your suspicion, at least.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. If that's how we're gonna play here today. Brent's gonna take a moment. He's going to. How far would that be for him? He would get about here if he just decided to run straight ahead towards the about here. If he just ran straight for that pool.
By the way, that's still that cloud.
Yeah, so he can even barely see in there, is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's lightly obscured.
And so, if I understand you, DM, Bryn's knowledge of demons and things of this nature in the abyss, his belief is that if blood were to be spilled on the other side of this portal, that demons would be brought back to that realm. Is that correct?
Or at the very least, the portal would close and no more demons would come through.
He dies into the blood.
All right.
Holy.
This is less your study of the abyss and more in the darkest times when you've found yourself in your deepest despair. You've thought long and hard about these sorts of things. And one thing you know is that those who enter the abyss are the most selfish, least caring of others. And it just makes sense to you that the most careless act, or the most selfless act, would potentially undo a ritual like this. So you're going to leap in there. This Barlgura is going to swing at you as you run by.
Sure.
He's going to hit AC 17.
AC 19.
All right. He caves part of your shield in as you run by. And you leap into the blood.
Just Warhammer first, or leading the way here.
You float and then sink like a rock, as you would expect. And then you feel yourself floating again. Red turns to darkness and then blackness. And then if there's something deeper and emptier than the void of the night sky, you don't know what it is, but you're in it.
He's clutching his Warhammer tighter than ever and hits himself like on the arm.
All right. Well, the Warhammer has a nice spike on the top and a hook on the other. You stab it into your arm. You feel the blood gush out of you. And then a calm that you haven't felt in years washes over you. And the darkness abates. Maybe you opened your eyes. You had your eyes closed, maybe. It's only natural and instinct when you dive into liquid. The darkness gives way. And you see a shimmering form that you used to see in your dreams, that for decades has been replaced by the faces of every person you've killed when you turned away from your path. A path that you thought for a long time you would never find again. And a glowing hand reaches out to you and says, "Welcome back."
And he reaches out.
When you touch the hand, everything goes white for you. For everyone else in this room, you see a column of blood erupt out of the pool, and then it catches fire. Not burning, oily, smoky fire. Radiant, brilliant blue flame ripples across its surface and then consumes the blood in this room. There is a shockwave that knocks everyone back, and the demons are consumed utterly in it. And all goes quiet.
Scarf was like duct taping the rest of his bombs together into one giant bomb, and he kind of watches, and then he kind of like puts the fuse out and like puts it away.
Soul sits up from being knocked down and looks around. To us, is Bren gone? Has he reappeared? Or?
You see nothing. The blood has burned away. It's maybe a 5-foot deep pool or divot in the ground, completely devoid of any gore or blood. The flames on the braziers have gone out. The ones up on the raised area get blown out by the shockwave. And everything sort of comes still here. You guys look, there's no sign of Bryn anywhere to be found. Save for one thing. A small holy symbol to Eldath, laying on the stone. Yil, you drop
everything.
from
Yeah. She falls to
You
her
drop from
knees.
exhaustion.
She's gasping for breath, and she looks around frantically for what she saw running past her teacher, the only one who had ever taught her anything useful in this life after all the shit that had happened. And she rushes to where she saw him go and starts like scrabbling, clawing at the ground, looking around wildly, and her hands land on this symbol, and she picks it up and stares at it and looks around. What happened? What? She's just there on her knees, confused, shocked.
I'm going to go over to Yell. I don't know if this will work, but we should try anyways.
Anything, please.
With my last 3rd level spell, I will touch the blood in the symbol. Dear Dawnfather, in this place that sees no light, our friend sacrificed himself for us. Give us the strength if he wishes to walk this material plane. And for once, divest my own vanity for the sake of others. For I have not always walked the proper path. But these times, they change a man. He's gonna unhook one of his copper earring or one of his diamond earrings.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna hook the other diamond earring off the other side. He's gonna put those in his hands with the blood and a symbol. If Bryn chooses to come back to this world, oh, Father, give him a chance.
Bryn, you don't know how long you've been walking, but it's been blissful. And off to the side of just emptiness, maybe you're walking beside a lake or the ocean at night. It's too still for that. You see a rising sun. And in the light of that sun, you can see your companions kneeling in a circle. And the being guiding you, pauses and turns in that direction. And then looks to your hand. And you feel a choice is upon you.
The hand that he's been following this for wandering this time, is this a hand familiar to him?
As familiar as a mother's touch.
And he sees Yell amongst the group?
Yeah. You can't hear what she's saying, but you can see the pain.
I even took off my own cobbler pot so you can see my perma mullet is there as well. And it's glorious.
Scarf takes off all his goggles. He's got some bald spots.
Mild alopecia that we can take care of later.
Yeah.
Increasingly disappointed that Bryn the formerly broken does not have hair.
Your scales are beautiful.
He doffs his own helmet, looks at it, sees the battle scars from decades of righteous and less so violence. Looks back to the group, looks back to Yil. I could do more. I can get more done. If you'll have me. As he looks up to Eldath once again.
The figure, which is verdant light, flows in an unseen breeze. You can't see its eyes, but you can feel them looking into you. Loving. Approving. It says, if you love something, set it free. And it lets go of your hand, keeps it nearby in case you change your mind, but then motions, hurry. Dawn will be coming soon.
I'll be back.
I know.
Someday.
I always knew you'd be back.
Puts the helmet back on, dusts it off a little bit, starts walking back towards the group.
Alrighty.
I
The
look at
sun
Yil. He's not coming
fades.
back. He's
She's like crying, like, no!
Can
What?
Can we recover the diamonds?
if you
As you give up your last shred of hope, the diamonds turn to tears like Yil's and melt into the ground, mixing with them.
Oh God, we
And
don't even have the
suddenly,
time.
and suddenly, the amulet of Eldath lifts and reforms around a body of Bryn, who is wounded, but still, until a breath emerges from his lungs. A gasp of blood comes out of his lungs, and then the sweet breath of air enters.
Strong ones! Strong ones! Get him out
And
of
then,
this blood! I can't lift
dart
him!
hits-
Oh,
A dart hits him right in the neck from the little rope. And he gets some temp HP. It hurts
Hey.
too.
you got a dart in your neck, man!
And gives him a big hug.
I have a greater healing you could use as well.
I don't think that's my blood. Yeah. What I miss?
It was nothing. It was like 2 minutes. What happened?
Did we close it?
She looks around. There's like no blood, nothing.
The only sign of anything ever happening here is the shards of Alistar's wand and the dead noblemen who sacrificed themselves for a foolish errand.
Also, those creepy chambers.
Still
Pretty.
creepy.
Oh yeah, that's true. But it's
creepy.
always been here. It's your fault for building a city on top of a cursed blood temple.
It worked! It worked!
Scarf's gonna reach over and kind of pat my tuck on his gloop, like kind of give him a squishy pat, and like, yeah, we did it. No hard feelings. I forget money. You know, no, Scarf. We're all good.
I guess that's agreeable.
And you get device. It works.
If you say so.
Here, please,
Yeah.
please.
Give here. Give.
Someone help Bryn's body. We need to lay him down here with the spores, please.
No, I think I'm.
I could just
I'm
move the
feeling
spores on top of him. They move wherever I want them to.
We can
It
also
looks,
uncork this.
no, you look like shit. You just went to hell and back. Here, eat, drink.
Ah. I walk up and hand him the greater healing that I've been holding on to because I didn't really get hit.
He drinks the whole thing quick. Just
That is the first thing you've drank in a long time that has ever truly tasted good.
tears just start rolling down his eye or from his eyes, and just embraces Yill and
Lost his taste in the long COVID. Or so.
just had to die and be reborn again to get it.
Mushrooms, I've been told, are the way.
I'll keep that in
And
mind.
as
Casters
Camera
and Cantrips
pans.
is not liable for any treatments that you choose to attempt.
And as the camera pans across and out of this room up to the city of Isgarth, as the dawn rises and the devastation is picked through by the survivors coming out of their hidey holes, only one thought remains in Bryn's mind: that you picked one hell of a day to quit drinking. And with that,
I would
I
say
believe we will close this chapter. Oh, there was one more
thing
thing.
before we depart. Sol walks up to Dillard and says, I do a lot of traveling. Do you have travel-sized pots?
After the credits scene.
Okay. Props.
My boy.
Props. All right. I heavily appreciate everybody sticking around. This took a lot longer than I wanted. I'm not used to running this stuff on Twitch, so especially with the 6-person party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big party.
Awesome
Great.
to everybody.
It was fun.
Online D&D, you're perfectly on fucking time. Yeah, yeah.
So fun.
Oh,
Well done.
nicely done. That was
So much
amazing.
fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful work.
Oh,
All right. Oh, I'm probably
Beautiful.
supposed to say something. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. This has been the City of Terror one shot. If you want to see our ongoing campaign, we're going to be starting up again soon. We've just got a couple of events coming up. So we've got, again, on March 31st, our last one shot, which is Ron's Dreamy one shot. Moobs Like Jagger will be running that as Ron for our characters. I'm not sure. On April 7th, we've got Out of Combat Live, where we're going to do a wrap-up session and talk about Campaign 1. And then April 21st is Campaign 2, and we are starting up again with the regular crew. Thank you to everyone that joined for not only this one shot, but all the one shots. You guys were amazing. It was so fun to meet all your characters. And make sure you go and follow all of them on their socials. I'd like to say they're in chat. I think they're all in chat.
They're
So
blasting out
go
right
and
now.
give everybody a follow and watch their content because they're all amazing. And I think, am I supposed to say anything else, Max? Don't do something about donuts. That's the thing, right?
We all
Don't
got
check
donuts?
dragons.
Dude, donuts, not drugs.
Yeah.
Don't
Moral
worry
of the-
about it. It
moral
makes
of the
sense if
story
you
for
watch
this
the
one
regular show. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
Bye.